Now I'm back with another podcast, guys, and I just basically briefly wanted to touch on the topic where it's coming to where people have to work from home. Now I work from home for over 20 plus years, and I've been homeschooling my kiddos for a little, maybe over 4 years. And people don't think that it's possible to work from home or have your own business going on from home online and to homeschool your kids. Homeschool, online school, all the same thing. So you will hear me say online school. You just have to find a way to set boundaries and rules. You have to let them know that, when you're doing your whole school thing, you sit down, you listen, and you have to also teach them. You have to teach them technology. So if you have kids that's not that tech savvy, and you know a little bit of stuff, you have to start finding ways to make it fun for them while they're sitting there, while they're learning. You're engaging just like they're engaging. Now, if you have kids where, they're pretty independent, like my kids are, you can leave them, you can let them sit, they're going to do what they're supposed to do. But if you have kids that's new to everything, just sit down with them for like a week or two, or maybe like a month, and just get them comfortable with the whole thing, because it scares me of how many people want to send their kids back to school. And I just don't see everything with the pandemic getting any better anytime soon. And it's so many people want to send their kids to school just because they're fed up because they can't have a schedule to do things. But you have to think of it like it's your kids. You have to teach them and you have to learn them how to do different things. So if you're not tech savvy, your kids are not tech savvy, try to find a way and try to find a groove for you and them, and you help walk them along. And if it's time for you to go to work right after and you work from home, you let them know, you stay in your space, I'll stay in my space, and you give your kids different cues to follow. For instance, if my kids come in a room and I'm doing something, I'm talking to a client or I'm talking to a customer, I put my hand up kind of like a stop, or I put my finger up to my lip like a shh, and it lets them know, just to wait a minute and I'll come to them. But if it's a thing where I tell them to come on in, they know to come on in and they can start talking, or you can tell them to shh and tell them to come on in, and they'll know to stand there quiet until they are able to say something. So it's not that hard to work from home and, teach them the whole, you know, homeschooling thing. It's just, it requires patience. You can't get upset, because if you get upset, they're going to get upset. If you can't find sense of it, they're not going to find sense of it. And if it comes to where you need to make a designated work area, please do not sit your kids in the bed with laptops and tablets and say, now you got to, you in school, you got to listen. They're not going to listen. Would you listen and you're sitting in the bed with your laptop or your tablet? Would you want to listen to something educational? No. So find a way to pull them away from the bed. Even if they're sitting in their bedroom, sit them at a table, make sure they're warm, comfy, they have things to eat, and they're listening. And the same thing goes for you if you have your own business or you're working from home. Make your area comfortable. Don't make it where you're sitting on the edge of a bed or something like that, because it's possible to balance their homeschooling and you working from home. Now, if you guys want to know anything else, you guys can chat with me in the comment section. You can like, share, and subscribe, and I will be back with another podcast later.